Hello, everyone. I am Wendy M. Watson, love and embodiment architect, and welcome back to the Unraveling, where I unravel who I became after I hit rock bottom to be this gorgeous, successful woman right in front of you today. And today we are going to talk about the shock of the slow season. At this point, we all know that there's ebbs and flows in business. Well, this was my first experience with that. So let's go unravel some stuff, shall we? So I'd only been in my new massage therapy job for about 2 months when reality hit me really hard. I was ready to go. I was ready to build. I was ready to start making money and putting money back in the bank account. And I was ready. I had like a whole year off, right? So I was just ready to go. But just as I was starting to find my rhythm, the clients stopped coming in. So this was in Phoenix, and in Phoenix, it gets really hot. I don't know if you've ever heard that or not. So a lot of people leave town. It was the start of the summer, and the industry slowed to a crawl. Apparently, uh, business drops down to about a third of what it is outside of summer. That kind of slow where my paycheck was definitely not meeting the mortgage, barely covering the groceries, and I was absolutely in shock. I had bills, mortgage, husband, all of these things, which I've already talked about. And so I hopped on the phone with the former president of the American Massage Therapy Association. And the advice she gave me was one of the most important pieces of advice I would ever receive. And I still maintain it today. The industry moves in cycles. When work is there, work. When it slows down, go enjoy yourself. Do your self-care, enjoy your hobbies, spend time with loved ones, enjoy your life and recoup so that you have the energy, you're refueled, all of the things for when work starts picking back up again and you're slammed busy and you don't have time for any of these things. So in other words, rest, refill, and prepare. I'm sure you guys have heard those words before. I know I have by now, but this is exactly what I needed to hear in that moment. Because it became more than a philosophy, it became the rhythm in which I live and lead by. It wasn't just about massage therapy, it was about business, it's about leadership, it's about learning that seasons are sacred and that we move in expansion and contraction, like individually and business wise, and honoring both of those for their intended reasons, right? So when things are slow, it's not punishment, it's preparation, right? When things are busy, it's not proof of worth, it's the harvest from your alignment during your preparation period, right? I didn't know this at the time, but this lesson was teaching me one of the biggest truths about business and life. You can't force the flow. You have to learn to move with it. And with that realization, it changed everything that came next. And it's also led, 14 years later into my adaptive leadership styles. So join me next week when I share the moment humility hit the heart. And now it changed how I led, worked, and saw success forever.